You tell him like the tenets of Netra, like your job is to go out and find things that are hidden and uncover them and make find the truth of the world. And like he's like, well, that's perfect because I'm a treasure hunter, and so they're talking back and forth like that.
Oh.
So
wisdom above all.
So you give him the down low on it.
So Nick got an apprentice. Means we need to start working on getting our apprentices.
Look! I already have my familiar.
I'm not allowed to have an apprentice until I turn 16.
I don't think anyway. Okay.
I want to turn it into my familiar.
So
I know. My familiar is this dwarf.
He's my friend.
So Thordhell looks at the holy symbol and goes, "To be honest, I don't even want to go down to the caves anymore now that I have my tongue back. But I'll stick with it." And Gurgen nods a bit, and Thortel goes, I'm going to go get to work on this.
Yeah, if you can help us uncover some important information down there that would help Netro's cause.
So was he going on this quest in hopes of finding a way of restoring the tongue?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Your first quest is to uncover the secrets of fixing that holy symbol.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe it's more like
you can craft one out of like
his tongue is damaged, so he can't really exist in dwarven society. So he's like, this is what I do instead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he has the holy symbol and he goes, I'm gonna go craft. And Gurgen goes, no, you haven't talked in like 15 years. Stay with us and chat. And he goes, I'm gonna figure this out.
Well, look, it depends. How long do you think it might take to craft a new one?
It'll definitely take the rest of the day.
Surprisingly.
Well, but we have the next day, right?
Yeah.
No, take the time to chat with your friends. Seriously. A strong team bond is going to be important when we get down there.
If he fails tonight's roll, you want him to finish before tomorrow.
Jovan, I think it's important for him to be on his own for a bit. This is the first time he's talked in 15 years. He should rediscover his tongue before he uses it foolishly.
Thordal clinches his jaw and goes, yeah, that.
Well, I mean, whatever you're comfortable with, I suppose.
And the other dwarves look at Thordal strangely, and Thordal goes, I'm going to go fix this. And he turns around and waddles out of the bar. Out of the dude's line. And Gurg goes, where is he? Whatever, he'll figure it out.
Well, I mean, I bet he feels like he owes me something, too. So.
You need to stop having your doors waddle.
Why?
Dwarves waddle, though.
Do they really?
Yeah.
They're shorter.
That's just... Yeah.
Well, it's a known fact that the left leg is always shorter than the right, so they always have to waddle.
I can't win.
I just imagine that their legs are like really thick and
they
stout, and so they can't walk smoothly.
I mean, they got a speed of 20 feet
long-lived
instead of
people.
30. It makes sense.
They don't have knees.
They
don't have knees.
They don't have knees. Dwarves do not have knees. Look it up.
Anyway,
and to do it, they have to swing their legs around, which causes that waddle motion.
Anyway, so
it makes the leg armor more sturdy because it's just a straight piece of metal. There's no moving parts.
So Gurgen goes back to drinking, and goes over and gets some more ale. And you guys continue. Now,
all right.
So now that Drothos doesn't have his best friend,
Drothos, yeah,
to talk to, I'm gonna talk to him about ropes.
All right,
the climber.
Drothos is all about ropes.
Oh, I show him my ropes and I
his
show him the one knot I know how to do, the figure eight, and I show him. Is that impressive?
Let me show you the
figure eight is
monkey's
used
paw.
in climbing.
Oh, please.
And after that, the roundabout.
Yes.
And after that, the maiden's heart.
Yes.
And he shows you all these. He starts showing you all these complicated knots. And then he's like, actually, lassoing. That's what I need to teach you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lassoing.
I was actually hoping that he was one of those dwarves like from Game of Thrones where he doesn't use ropes at all. It's like real climbers don't use ropes; they just like use
his
icon. Just takes
Oh yeah, the wall.
Yeah. Like,
they had ropes.
Ropes are for
they
wusses.
had ropes.
I was talking about the people of the north climbing.
They had ropes.
Yeah, they had ropes.
They
climbing.
Oh yeah, that's right. They had ropes attached to each other.
They had ropes attached to each other.
Yeah.
They couldn't attach them like to the ground or to the wall as well. But
anyway, so you guys continue, and you notice the follower, Dadriel notices the follower is still sitting over
he's
in the
still
corner.
there.
Yeah.
And so he saw that whole display.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, maybe he'll start to doubt
maybe two followers one day.
You know what's awesome? This we do cool stuff here.
Because I'm pretty sure he hasn't seen anything this cool at the temple.
Right. You can get a dinner and a show. It's not even dinner yet.
No, so they haven't even had dinner yet.
He's finished his mug of ale, and you guys are busy partying. But both of you give me personality checks, not Merek.
Personality.
You're too busy talking about ropes.
I'm enthralled about ropes.
Yeah.
I got a natural
I
one.
got a 6.
Really?
Very good.
All right, you guys don't
Yeah.
notice anything. He's just sitting over there.
He stole all the money.
He's just sitting over there. All right, so you guys basically carouse with the dwarves. So
Yeah.
go ahead and give me
Great.
stamina checks.
Oh.
Do stamina checks or fortitude saves?
Stamina checks.
All right, I get a +1 to that.
That's a 7.
I roll a 10.
14.
All right.
Yeah.
So everybody except for Dadriel is pretty much fine by the end of the evening.
He doesn't
Little
drink.
tips.
I don't drink.
Oh, you don't drink at all?
No, he's a designated.
No, he said-
I thought you
said
said
it
you
earlier.
drank some.
Yeah, like 1 glass
Oh,
per
okay,
hour.
so on
Yeah.
purpose. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Sorry.
But I
Okay.
mean, I'm trying to talk
there
it up with the
designated
dwarves to
day
learn more about ropes and my armor. So I kind of,
The bar
I
owner
have
cannot
to
be drunk. It
respect
ruins
the-
the whole business.
the
Yeah.
cultural.
Yeah.
I have to deal with the cultural
You're not supposed
expectations.
to drink while you're working.
So you guys are all fine. You continue partying, carousing throughout the nighttime hours. Artok keeps bringing you free drinks over. A couple of times giving you, like, looks, but he's like, all right, I guess we're doing this. And
I
he
guess
just
we're
keeps
going out of business.
And then, throughout the night, more patrons begin winding their way into the bar. You know, more humans and such.
They don't get free
Do,
drinks.
do
No.
any of
No,
those?
it's not that
do
kind
any
of
of
bar.
them walk
Free
up to us and go, "Is this where the miracle was?"
No,
No cripples.
no.
We should carve a little wooden sign, site of the miracle.
Well, no, put like healings, $30.
Oh yeah, we have a little
Like
menu
30
of
gold.
like
Nick, we need you to bless the bar.
It won't
Bless
last.
the bar.
It won't last long enough.
We have
Like I can maybe bless it
this
for like
stain looks
an hour.
like the eye of Netro. Bless the bar.
twice a week.
But like
Netro's
publicly
nightly nursing.
bless the bar.
It'll be
Like,
Yeah.
this is the holy ground of Netro.
Do one of those crazy sermons where you talk about stuff and you heal one person.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Except
real
you
good.
actually heal them.
Yeah.
Instead of like exercise the demon.
Rise for your wheelchair.
Anyway, so
Pass the offering plate around.
about nighttime, the follower gets up from his table and leaves. And, strides out of there.
How long was he there?
He was there for quite a long time,
Wow.
not drinking
he-
anything.
Jeez.
So you just sat there nursing that one nail
Mhm.
the whole time, looking
Yep.
around. Huh.
He was
No,
definitely
I want to at least at some. If he's there the whole night, I'm gonna at least go over there and say like,
That's
"Hey,
a-
can I get any food started for you or
Yeah.
anything?"
so
Because I mean,
right.
you want them to buy things. They're
Right.
freaking in
How
your
far into the night
establishment.
is this going to be?
This is gonna be, like a few hours after I've done the healing thing, which
So-
was pretty early. So
If you didn't know any better, knew who he was and stuff, you'd say that he was casing the joint. Like that's the only option you can assume.
Right. If he wasn't like a
that's
follower.
Right.
something he would have thought
That
of.
fucker's Vesperillo.
Anyway, so
Or
he
Vesperilla.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little
Lord-
tipsy, of course, because
Yeah.
I've been drinking with the dwarves, and I was like,
Vesperillo sounds more.
you know what? I don't think I caught your
Vesperilla
name.
Sounds like a drink.
Yes, exactly.
Can I get any food started for you?
oh
My name's Jovan, by the way.
nice to meet you, Jovan. No, I'm
Run the place.
no, I'm fine. I got my ale and I'm just taking a break.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna have any supper, or
You should ask him about parallax.
No, I'll eat when I get back.
Oh, just to clarify, impersonating a follower is punishable by death, right?
Oh well, I mean,
it should be.
they'd probably be pretty ticked. It's not one of the tenets, and it's not like it's a rule this week.
Okay.
But they'd probably be like, "What do you stop?" Like, yeah.
But this is like one of those things that you wouldn't imagine anyone would actually go so far as to do this because it's so beyond the pale, right? Like,
It's like something nobody would even think of doing.
yeah, where
probably.
you,
Yeah,
you knock,
because it's like-
knock
yeah.
out the guy and steal his uniform or something.
Disguising
I
as
mean,
law enforcement
the-
has not been invented
the
yet.
Yeah,
thing is-
I mean,
Well-
you don't impersonate a fascist.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
it's like the only way you could get one of those robes is to kill or steal one from a follower,
Officer.
which would be against the tenets.
Right.
And then the only other way to get one would be to make one yourself. And
Right.
then they'd probably be like, all right, you're not technically breaking the law, but we're still going to shut you down.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's not completely out of the realm of possibility, but it certainly is out there.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so he goes, "No, I'm all right. Nice to meet you, by the way, Jovan. Nice to meet you."
Well, all right.
My name's Puck.
Puck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good to meet you, Puck.
Is that like P-U-C-K or P-O-K?
Puck.
Alright. another.
What do you... Pock. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
What does Parallax have a rule about skipping out on supper this week, or?
No, you guys have a nice place here. I just like I told the kid, I just like to hang out. That's all. And he finishes his ale and he stands up as the night crowd starts going. And he goes,
well, look, you're welcome to join us over at the party table, as it were.
At the cool kids.
You know what?
At the cool kids table.
I'll come by some other night. It's been really great. I'll be seeing you. And he turns around and waddle and stumbles out.
Well, tell your friends, Dualhan's the place to be.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. Everybody will know.
We're doing healings now too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every Thursday night.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let them know.
Thursday.
Well, I mean, no, we'll go by appointment.
Yes.
Sure.
Stay safe out there. And he shuts the door.
Oh, you
down.
too.
I can't wait until we have
Stumble back
enough
over.
notoriety that we have little underlings that hang out at the bar all the time. So as soon as this guy walked out, we could say, "Follow him."
Yeah.
One of
Slowly.
our guys sneaks out the back.
Agents.
Yes.
All right.
Soon I'll
We are
summon
gonna have
tiny
so
pieces
many
of clothing.
agents.
Yeah.
We are gonna run this.
Hey, handkerchief, keep an eye on him.
See, if you had a real familiar,
And
that's what he'd be doing
handkerchief
right
kind of
now.
climbs around and climbs in his pocket.
Look, what, dude?
It'd be
You
great
got
if you
Percival.
summoned a small, tiny, little handkerchief or something, and it's black, and it's I am the knight.
And just flies away in the wind.
Yeah.
Like a bat.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
That might be
That
might be more fun than the bolt of cloth, just a sentient handkerchief.
Mm-hmm. Could be. Yeah.
And because all the other ones don't talk, this one could talk.
Mm-hmm.
Be a set of eyes.
It's true.
A handkerchief spy.
Does a handkerchief have sensory perception?
It's magic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right.
so
Could form a little
You
face.
you guys
magical.
cross with the dwarves and talk. The night crowd starts to roll in. Artok gets busy serving them and make sure they pay. Make sure they pay.
Good. Somebody needs to.
yeah.
It's not me.
Elthie hasn't been seen all day. She hasn't come out of her room or anything. Artok's gone around hurriedly.
Did we hear her in there, or
No,
did somebody
no,
check
you don't
in
think
on
she's
her?
in.
Oh, okay.
If I were healthy, I would never be here during the bar's opening hour.
Look,
Probably not.
I'd like to think there's a little sign on our door was Althea is in, Althea is out.
Yeah.
A little clock that says back in 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, some sort of way so
She's
we
not-
know when
not
she's
that
here.
Precise. Nah.
I
but
mean,
she's
we
just not here.
live here and we'd like to know if
She's probably busy.
home.
I heard she's got 300 more years before she's done with her sword.
Or see her shoes by the door or something.
She dropped out the first time. So you guys, drinking carouse, and the night passes uneventfully. The crowd
At
departing.
exactly midnight, I go check on the jerky.
Okay, it's still there.
It is now technically haunted jerky, but it's still in
Actually,
there.
there's a bite taken out of one part of it, and on this side of the side of the door
Oh,
that you're on.
boo.
a mouse.
Percival.
Percival.
Okay.
Percival the cat.
If it's Percival, I won't know this, but I looked to make sure it's not Artok who took a bite.
No,
It's a small cat-sized riot.
Yeah.
That's
And then
not just take it.
Artok is super sketchy.
Why would he just nibble ground jerky? Why would he just take it?
And you're like, huh, that's odd. And you turn and walk back down the hallway, and a couple of feet down the hallway, there's a piece of it spat out on the floor. Just on the floor.
It's funny that Percival doesn't like the door, but likes food enough to go close to the door right next to it to take a bite,
And then decide he doesn't
and
want
then
it
decide
anymore.
he's going to eat it.
Although this is very good information.
That's so
because I
Percival.
was hoping that if Percival got close enough, that whatever was there would in those horror
Eat
movies,
him?
Eat him.
put under the door.
You guys are partying, Merek just dies out of nowhere.
No, he's level 2 now. He can survive that.
It's
technically.
it's 2 times their health.
Oh, alright.
No,
Anyway.
I wouldn't die.
So
It
yeah,
would
you guys
hurt
party for the
a
night.
No, that's
lot.
good experimentation then, because we know that we can
Yeah,
put
Merek
a living
just keels
creature.
over.
Because my next thing was gonna, if he didn't eat the jerky, would be I would put a living rat or something there to see if it gets
Like in a
pulled
cage.
You're a rat.
You can find a rat.
This is
Yeah.
a bar. They in the medieval
The pies
world.
are made out of them.
There's a.
Yeah.
We don't tell anyone that.
Is Percival not killing the rats? Is
Of
he not
course.
killing the
I mean,
the
you-
rats?
you
Can
guys
you
hunt
imagine
rats.
your cat killing rats? That's so beneath it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a regular cat job.
If there's
Yeah.
anything, Percival's created a rat society, and he's having
He's controlling
infections.
them?
Yeah, he's like Garfield. He
Yeah.
hangs out with the
Yeah,
rats.
his rats work for him.
Anyway,
like find a small hideaway.
so you guys.
I would imagine that Percival
Okay.
is just like Garfield.
Do you all go to bed and like?
Yes. Did the doors party all night, like through the night without sleeping?
No, they go to sleep too.
Oh, okay.
They party until they eventually just pass out from drunkenness.
Oh, so
Yeah.
they sleep like at the table.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
And wake up
whatever.
to more drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Well, do we have anybody staying in our inn at all? Like, do we get people
Nobody
in this time ever?
stays
No.
there.
No,
Not
you've never gotten a
recently.
customer.
It must
haven't
not be.
had
Take
it
It must have
yet.
a bad reputation for
But we are
As far
an
as
inn.
an
Like
inn.
people
You,
do
yeah,
come
you
and
are
stay.
in. You got rooms,
Okay.
like people.
but it hasn't happened
employed.
since you've been running the place.
Okay.
Huh.
That's fine.
Well, I mean, we're in like the middle of the city. Like, it can't be that common that people need an
Except
inn.
we're
Yeah.
not in the awesome part of the city.
You'd imagine if
Yeah,
travelers came
barbarians
in
is
more,
strong.
but there hasn't been much going across
Yeah.
the wastes lately.
It's not traveling season.
It's not tourist season.
Yeah. So is that something we know?
No,
Like-
it's
like
there's
that it's not
there's no
traveling season?
realization of seasons or anything along those lines. Like there's no realization of like. I mean, okay, I guess some
So-
people can
so
know
we-
that tourists tend to show up more during this season, but like,
During the time when it's sunny
yeah,
and nice.
yeah, exactly.
Wait, no. Just before it's too sunny, because then it gets hot.
Yeah.
Because we're next to the
Because
waste.
the freaking desert.
Anyway,
Beggars and thieves have a nigh psychic capacity of knowing when tourists come
Oh,
to the city.
yeah.
that's true.
They're our primary mark. It's like
But
farmers.
that's like
But I
you
mean,
would
like,
definitely know.
as
when
far
they're-
as like there being like actual data that people have put together.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but we're
Visit.
then not surprised that nobody's come. To
It's a little awkward.
It does
It's a little
seem weird.
but it's not
Well-
like you're like, oh, this is bad. Like
Well,
the bar brings in most of the business. The inn doesn't really get that many
Yeah, I mean-
places to stay.
In the
There's
years
not
that I've
much-
hung out here when Henslet was still around, it was never that much
No,
of an inn.
yeah,
Right?
it never was. I mean,
no,
it's
okay,
there's
it
an
was
inn.
more a bar.
Yeah,
than
but it's
an
more a
inn.
bar.
Oh, here's the other thing. Oh, one more thing. Before it's still relevant to this is like when Henslet he built this place, like it wasn't here before he came.
According to the barbarians, yeah,
No, but Henslet then it's never come up before, right?
yeah, it's never come up before.
Okay, I see.
You'd assume he built it.
All right.
Although Elfia did mention something about a landlord when she took over the books,
Okay.
so you don't know.
Oh, interesting.
So,
All right.
I mean, that barbarian probably doesn't understand the whole concept of
Like
Leases.
owning,
Yeah.
leasing, building. He just knows that Henslet was
Fighting.
there, and the building's there. So
Yeah.
quid pro quo.
Yeah.
Henslet's built it.
Anyway, so yeah, the next morning comes and you guys all wake up. The rest is uneventful.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sweet. Are we hungover?
Do
we drink
no,
water?
You two are fine.
Yes.
And Dadriel
Wow.
didn't drink, so he's also fine.
I'm a little hungry. I got a headache.
Are the dwarves hungover?
Yeah, but the dwarves don't care.
Dwarves are always hungover.
So you guys come
Are
down
they?
to the dwarves.
Why do you think they're so
They're not
grumpy?
always hungover, but so you guys come down to the dwarves like
Are
eating
they
a whole bunch of
grumpy? I don't
breakfast
know.
and like drinking, mimosas or whatever.
Yeah.
Drinking more
Bloody
ale.
Marys.
Morning
Yeah.
drinks.
Yeah. And they're like, ah! They yell as you come down. Sit down and have a morning pint with us. We have much to discuss.
Yep.
Thorhelt came back with the
I need my coffee.
Thornhelt's back?
with the shiny thing. He worked all through the night for it.
Oh my
Oh, look
goodness.
at that.
Did he make one for himself?
Dwarven make.
Don't know.
Huh.
Hey Thorhelt, did you make one for yourself? And you can see that Thorhelt comes out of the back hallway where the door is, and he comes striding down, and he has a symbol in his hand, and he goes, "Oh, no." And he turns around and goes, "Here, I tried my best to replicate it." And he hands you the symbol of the eye, but it's made now. The previous one you had was made out of like this cheap copper.
Mhm.
Now he's formed it out of brass and stuff, and you can see that he probably had some jewels in a stock or something, and he's embedded them into the eye itself.
Ooh.
And so it's like it glimmers a bit in the light, and he hands it over to you.
Oh.
I did my best. I hope it's satisfactory.
Looks to be excellent
Wow.
craftsmanship.
Here,
Thank
Nick.
you so much.
Is the symbol usually like with a closed eye, and then when you use it, does the eye open?
No,
it's just
like,
an open eye.
When he
Like-
uses
like
it,
this-
a
like this is-
phantasmal eye appears and opens.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this
okay,
is
alright.
my symbol.
All right.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
like a-
maybe like on some
image.
sort of back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like some sort of maybe like
I thought it was just that.
You could have it go up
two,
and down
Two
and be a
golden
cross.
tombs
I would go like
formed
this.
out of it.
Oh, how do you hold it?
Okay.
Is it like the bottom, like a cross where you hold the bottom and it's like this? Or
No, it's
No,
it's
it's
like
just a-
you
it's
just
just an
hold
emblem.
it. It's just
oh, you
an
hold
emblem.
it.
Yeah.
So it'd be like
Black demon? Yeah, exactly.
almost exactly like this.
Yeah, and
almost
it's something
exactly
like you could
like that.
put on your like pin on your chest
Oh.
too, like
Alright.
fasten to.
Oh,
But
interesting.
I don't do
Very
that usually. It's kind
utilitarian
of tacky.
symbol.
Yeah.
So he hands it to you, and it doesn't quite feel right. Like it doesn't feel like it's blessed or sufficient for casting.
I'm going to take some time and like commune with my god and like try and focus and make this my holy symbol.
Do you want some holy water?
I know it definitely needs to be like anointed and like.
Okay, don't forget to erase your disapproval because you guys slept.
Oh yeah,
Get
sure.
back your stuff.
Here.
So I have just the innate feeling that it is not proper.
Here, take some,
right? So I could just take a few hours to like do some morning prayers, take some holy water, like sprinkle it over it, do some prayers,
sure.
and see if there's any sort of like feeling of what I should do about that.
Give me a personality check.
Is holy water generic in this world?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it. I'm not gonna use the whole thing because I assume that's good.
Oh, okay.
Water
is a
clear
22.
and purified, so it's acceptable to everything that accepts clear and purified.
Oh, if it's a personality check, it's a 21.
Okay, 21.
Wow.
So you commune with Netro and try to figure out what's going on here, and it's like you are you're communing with Netro and stuff, and you're looking at the eye and you're like doing holy water over it, and you don't really get much response. It's just that something doesn't feel quite right about it yet. And then you like look over. You just don't feel like it's quite right yet.
Is it gonna be some ants that are doing things?
You just don't feel like it's quite right yet. Like you're like this isn't a complete holy symbol. There's nothing wrong with the vessel itself. There's just some other part of the ritual that you need to do.
Maybe you have to uncover a secret, and that secret goes into your holy symbol, and then whenever you do it, it's like I reveal the secret.
But Netro doesn't tell you what that is, or he doesn't talk to you anyway. He doesn't answer your call.
That's strange of him.
Maybe he's pissed.
I mean, he might be pissed.
Maybe he cut off the tongue, and he was like, I cut off that tongue.
So that he couldn't tell my secret.
No, the ants cut it off.
Giving back a man's
Although Netro
tongue
does deal in ants.
Giving back
Apparently. That doesn't make any sense.
Giving back a man's tongue is something that I would expect Netro to want to do.
Yeah. Because he reveals things. Yeah.
It's also possible Netro is resting. Maybe the ritual and the restoration was so tough that he needed to take a day off. Like he's probably like doing bed rest right now.
Yeah,
like,
he's in bed.
Hold my cause. No prayers today.
He's like, what is that kid asking for now?
Well,
what does he want?
Is there something I can phrase for second sight to figure out what
we
to
have
do
one
about
day.
You can cast second sight if you want to.
Yeah, but I have to have a particular something in mind.
A question.
Well, no, it's
yes or no answer.
it's a question or like an action.
Can it be? Does it have to be a yes/no question, or can it be?
No, it's more commonly an action, and I find out whether the results are favorable or unfavorable.
Oh, okay. So you can't ask a question like, "What do I need to do to restore this holy symbol?"
That'd be communicating with your god, like you just did. With personality.
Oh, okay.
That's not a spell. That's
Couldn't
just
you pray for?
Yeah, insight into the most effective manner to complete any action.
You can try praying for a miracle.
Or concentrating on a decision.
You can.
How about you ask about the decision whether or not you should enter into the undercroft without your symbol restored?
Or like with this symbol, whether this symbol will be adequate. I guess.
Okay, you want to ask for that?
Because maybe it will become the greatest holy symbol ever.
This is troubling.
As it's purified in dragon fire.
So I'm guessing 1213 isn't adequate by its description.
What do you mean?
It talks about an action. Well, no, I guess that action...
that is an action.
No,
I mean, you're doing something.
The most effective manner to complete an action, I guess I would find out whether it's going to be, like, good to go in with the symbol or not.
Why don't you just roll the spell? We'll see what happens.
Alright. That's a 22.
Okay.
Wow. Did you roll a 19? No, 18.
So, the spell... So
whether it doesn't increase your player level, though. Or your
just your caster level.
Whether or not you should bless it, you don't know. But from second sight, you get the sense that you should... What is it? Okay. Whether or not from second sight, you get the sense that you don't need to do anything with the holy symbol anymore. But that doesn't match up with what you're feeling from it. You're getting conflicting messages.
But it did work. But it didn't work successfully as a conduit for casting second sight.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I suppose it's because
I use it for second sight.
Oh.
Do you use your holy symbol to cast?
You know what? It's more for turn
I'd have
checks
to
and
dig up the
land
big
hands.
description.
Yeah.
It might just be for turn checks then.
Yeah, because it doesn't say.
I assume I
acquiring.
thought I used it for everything, but
it's more for turn checks than lay on hands.
Okay.
You could try laying on hands and see if it works.
I should try laying on hand to see if it works, especially since we're not leaving today.
Okay.
What's a random thing that you can?
I'm gonna put up in the window today. Opening shop discount.
Healing.
5 gold healing.
Wait, can't you just try to heal someone's hangover?
Can you?
Yeah.
Is that too small time?
No, I don't know.
Because that would be a small use that will let you know if you're...
That's like... It's dangerous to test your god like that, but yeah, let's see.
Or just go out into the streets and find a worthy person who's sick. Is find an old lady who looks like... I
consider hangover disease, so it'd be 2 dice.
Wow, that's hard.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Yeah.
Alright.
It's harder than... I mean, it's like a chemical thing.
Look,
whereas broken limbs and stitching flesh is very physical.
If there was an easy way to kill hangovers, it would have been done already.
No, I'm lawful.
Oh no, but we know the science of why.
Yes.
It's so
because
hard
I stick to my hangovers.
But
no, I mean in magic terms.
Oh, I see.
No, we were
I
fine, and you didn't drink, so we don't have any hangovers.
No.
Dwarves do.
I'm gonna go and ask if I guess
Gergen.
Thorhell doesn't have a hangover because he didn't drink.
He
just went
he left.
crafted.
Dude, Gergen, he's the leader of the dwarves.
Well, all right. Gergen, would you mind allowing me to attempt to cure your hangover? I want to try out this new symbol, you see, and make sure everything's in working order. Would you mind?
No. Go ahead. Just don't set my beard on fire.
Shouldn't be a problem. This will be a much easier. It's actually the same, but he is what alignment?
He's lawful. Roll a d14 instead of a d20.
Oh no!
The holy symbol is ineffective.
That's.
That's
I don't.
That's
yeah,
a
I don't.
D16.
Do I have,
you have to roll? You have to roll a d7.
We don't have them.
Ugh, that's so annoying. That's a 5.
Okay.
All right.
D6 will do.
I'll use this. All right. 4, 5, 6 will be kicker. Jeez, and I need 2 dice on lawful. I'm definitely gonna fail this.
Yeah,
but I don't know that.
You need a 14,
until I use
right?
it.
Well, your lay on hands has a +5.
So that's 14 plus
19.
Yeah, that's
19. All right.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
So you
totally works.
You worked through the problem.
Yeah. So you feel like you could reach your god and still do that, but it's
harder. Like I feel the strain.
It's much harder to reach Netro through this thing.
Interesting.
And Gergen goes, I feel great.
First time he hasn't been hungover.
No, he wasn't hungover yesterday. And he turns around and he goes, man, having you around when we go down there tomorrow is going to be great.
Sure, but don't rely on me too heavily. That was a little more difficult than significantly more difficult than using my other symbol. So
I'm sure
there's a higher chance of failure. So we need to be careful.
I'm sure you can do anything.
Netro is powerful, but I'll need to look into it myself.
So the holy
symbol's
not the problem, right?
Jovan now
the
realizes
symbol,
he
that's
doesn't
what
need a
itself is
holy
not the
symbol
problem at all.
anymore.
I think
it's just that there's some component missing.
Well,
there's something missing from the ritual of the holy symbol.
So there's something missing from
the vessel is fine. You got that from Netro.
Okay, all right.
Okay, because I was thinking that maybe it's because he was chaotic and crafted it, and that's no good. Okay, so something from the ritual.
I mean, it could be
something
that
like
still.
from you, or I mean, it makes
sense.
sense.
Do I have any books on Netro? Can I do some research? Like, I assume I have some, like the Holy Book of Netro.
I mean, you have a book in Netro, but
you got your teachings.
Yeah, I'm gonna just spend some time reading my teachings.
Maybe there's a story in there that talks about how someone made something for Netro.
Yeah, or like the first holy symbol of Netro, and like what was significant about it.
Well,
It gleaned something.
See if there is something in there.
That makes sense. Give me a luck check. Give me a luck roll. That makes more sense.
Like roll. So I gotta
roll under.
Roll under. Ooh.
Add or under, or just under?
Under.
Oh, under.
No way.
Oh,
super high roll.
Okay. So in the teachings, you find stories about holy symbols, and you even find stories about like greater holy symbols, where it's like, these holy symbols are made specifically to format to Netro and to like work better with him and reach him. A holy symbol is basically a conduit between the cleric and his god.
Right.
It's a focus point. So maybe the issue simply is that it just hasn't been attuned to Netro yet. Even though it's in his symbol, it just needs something cast on it to attune it.
Okay. I'm just gonna do more prayers and like.
Why don't you try bless?
Try to bless the.
Yeah,
symbol.
just try casting bless.
Okay, can I? Do I use the symbol for bless?
No, I just looked at
you
it.
don't.
Okay,
You use okay, so by
I have it printed out.
by rules as written, it only mentions holy symbol for turn undead.
Yeah.
But
I'd say lay on hands.
you said lay on hands and turn undead?
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Well, in the picture for land hands, he's using a symbol.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
So,
it just makes more sense to do that way.
But yeah, I'll cast on my object.
I wouldn't go as rules as written for
Yeah.
this one. Just try casting bless.
Well, I mean,
go by rules as written?
it specifies
Well,
holy water, amulet, and weapon.
What I'm saying
But-
is don't read off the list. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm casting
there's no
bless
like rules as written
Right.
as blessing a holy symbol
on
by
the holy
using
symbol.
bless.
Go ahead.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
It's a D20. It's a
That's
D20.
a.
It's not a D14. It's a D. It's
No,
a
holy symbol.
yeah.
It's only for turn undead and
lay on hands.
Lay on hands.
Okay. Natural one.
No disapproval.
That's intense.
All right, let's see.
Is that this?
Oh, I'm having trouble with
That's
Netro
disapproval.
today.
Jeez. Try and bless.
No, I got the table.
Apparently,
I got
feeling
the
a tongue
table.
yesterday really stretched your god's willingness to help you.
That's fine. Okay. I roll a D, just 1d4.
For every point of disapproval you incurred. Yeah.
And that's just one.
Exciting.
That's a 4. The cleric immediately incurs an additional -1 penalty to all spell checks until the next day.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
So.
Now you're at the number
you
you
want to try
thought you were
again there?
rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna try again. Of course. Netro, come on, buddy. You know what? I'm gonna take a break and like go like wash up and like eat a full breakfast. Make sure I'm feeling better for the next
Get
one.
your
I
head
just
in the
need to
game.
Can I do
just
a
need to focus up.
I'm gonna talk to Drothus and say, listen, you're really good at ropes. I think it'd be good if we have 2 people that are good at ropes. Can you give me a lasso lesson?
Sure. Come outside. And he takes you outside and
Sweet.
teaches you
I'm
about.
gonna do the lasso.
All right. So we'll deal with that in a sec.
All right.
Go ahead. Actually, give me an intelligence check while we're at it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty good. While I'm at it. Woo-wee.
20? Natural 20?
No.
Oh,
One
just 20
away.
total. Okay, now give me an agility check. What?
21 with the -1.
Okay. So
On
you
bless.
you cast bless upon the holy symbol, and in doing
It's
so,
your first time.
and in doing so, the gems light up and go
Smart guy.
and glow a bit and get
He's
white
fast,
hot, and you can see that they kind of melt down a bit into the brass, and the holy symbol goes and bucks off the table a bit, and then hits the ground again and goes, and it steams a bit.
Nice.
And then there's a small, tiny, like white light that opens up in the symbol in the center of the eye.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's ready.
Oh.
Wow, Netro's
See,
magic
you had
is
a
really dramatic.
symbol.
And, like,
I love Netro's magic
for a god
so
of like
much.
mystery, it's like he's very flamboyant.
It's about revealing.
Yeah, it's like
it's about
it's not like hiding away magic. It's
like David
look at me,
Copperfield
I'm
god
fucking
effects.
doing magic. Magic exists.
yeah, no, it's very much like that. I like it.